Hey guys, it's me, Jasmine Beauty, and yes, it's Jasmine with a J, not Yasmin with a Ya, and welcome back to my inconsistent channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing something super glam, super dramatic, something that's totally different from the last video that I created for you guys. Now that things are opening back up again, and people are starting to go out more, it's time to start glamming it up and slaying for these hoes. But before we jump into the slay, please like and comment on this video. It really helps me out and lets me know what kind of content you want me to keep creating for you guys. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright, so first things first, I did my brows off camera. If you guys are interested on my current fluffy brow routine, I will leave that video linked down below in the description box, or I'll post it up in the cards. So the first thing I like to do when I go full beat glam is prime my face so that I make sure that the primer is nice and sucked in to my skin before I apply on my foundation. And the primer that I'm using is my current favorite, and that is the Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum. This right here. If you guys saw my recent Everyday 2021 summer makeup routine, you guys know that I am absolutely in love with this product. So I'm just going to apply that all over my skin like so. I love this stuff because it hydrates your skin as well as give your skin such a beautiful, like, a luminous look to it, and it has just a tad bit of tackiness to help the foundation adhere to my skin. And then I'm just going to let my primer sit in my face while I move on to my eyes. And the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and this is what that looks like. I have just the mini one right now. And then I'm going to go in with this angle like shader brush and just buff it into my eye. Now for this glam look, I'm going to be going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. And for my transition shade, I'm going to be going in with the shade Twig, which is that very like brown taupey shade. And I'm going to be going in with my Morphe M441, which is a pretty fluffy brush. And I'm just going to buff that into the crease. And because this is like a very cool toned shade, it's going to give my eye an illusion that I have more lid space than what I do, since I do have very hooded eyes. And I'm just going to apply that also on the outer V, and making sure I flick it out to help give my eye that lifted illusion. And then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eye. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Dystopian right here, which is more of that brown chocolate shade. And I'm going in with this Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush, and I'm going to slightly put it on the outer corner of my eye. And I like to build colors like this up because you can always add more pigmentation, you can't ever subtract, and using dark colors like this can go south real quick. So I'm keeping it a little bit more closer to the lash line on the outer corner of my eye, and then blending it into the crease. And then I'm just taking that fluffy brush again and just going over it, making sure that everything is blended nice and seamlessly. And then we're just going to be doing the same thing again on the other eye with that smaller tapered blending brush. And then I'm going to go into the shade Flesh here and put that all over my lid. And I'm going to be using this Luxie 249. It's like a dual brush, and I'm going to be using the flat end of it. And I'm just going to pack that all on my lid. And then I am going to take my KVD Beauty Cake Pencil in the black, and I am just going to tightline my eyes, and I'm going to take that same liner and smudge it on the outer end of my eye. Wing it out just a little bit. And then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm not good at this at all. And then again, take that same liner and smudge it on the corner. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then just flick it out just a tiny bit. Again, dipping into the shade Noir with my Morphe M508 brush and smudging that liner out. And if we make a mess, that's okay. That's why we do our eyes first, so that we can have fallout or whatever all over our face, and it's not going to affect the rest of our makeup. You can just simply clean it up with a makeup wipe and keep it moving. And I'm just really making sure that I'm blending the edges nice and seamlessly. And then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Waterproof Cream Color Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Jet, of course. And then I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever 250 brush to apply that inner corner like wing. I want to keep it very precise and try to keep it very neat and very like straight and very crisp and clean. So now that we have our eyes pretty much done, we're just going to jump into the face. And for my foundation today, I'm going to be going with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and this is in the shade 7.5. This probably don't even match me anymore, but we'll see. Oh yeah, it's good. And then I'm going to be taking this beauty sponge here, and this is from the brand Luxie. I got it in like a set of 3. And I'm just going to blend it all into my skin. Probably a tad bit warm for me right now, but it's not too bad. I can still make it work. It looks so beautiful on the skin. I see why everyone raves about this foundation. And then for my concealer, I'm going to go back to my Huda Beauty, the Overachiever concealer, and this is in the shade Cookie Dough 14N. And I'm just going to apply that a little bit underneath the eyes and on the corner to give my face that nice lifted look. And then I'm going to put on the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. Everywhere you want your face to pop out is where you want to put your concealer. And I like to go with a little bit more of a lighter concealer just to brighten my face up a little bit more. And then I'm going to go in with the smaller blending sponge that came with the Luxe Trio pack and get into the inner corners of my eyes. And then go back with the previous sponge and do the outer edge. And we just want to make sure everything is blended out nice and seamlessly. And then to set my face, of course, I'm going to be going in with the tried and true Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm going to go in with that setting sponge. Make sure everything is nice and blended, and set my under eyes with my setting sponge. And then I'm just going to take this Makeup by Mario and Sephora fluffy blending brush and just set the rest of my face with that. And then now that my face is all nice and set, it is time to do my favorite part of my makeup routine, and that is bronzer. So the bronzer that I'm going to be using today is from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Italian Summer Face Palette. And I'm going to be using this Ollie and Olivia brush. And I'm just going to start bringing some life back into this face. And make sure we keep the bronzer right at the tops of our cheekbones, because this is going to give us a nice lifted effect and really snatch our face up nicely. And then of course just do the same on the other side. And then I'm going in with that pink blush shade, and I'm going in with my Morphe M500 brush. It's a very fluffy brush, and I feel like it's going to distribute the blush really nicely, and I was right. And again, we're keeping this at the tops of our cheekbones to give us that nice lifted look. Oh my gosh, this hair is getting everywhere. And then for my highlight, I'm just going in with that same palette and going into the highlight shade. And if you've seen my last video, you guys know that I am obsessed with that highlight. It just gives such a beautiful glow. And I'm just going to be applying it on my cheekbones and on the usual areas that I apply highlight. And the brush that I'm using is the Sephora Pro Highlight brush number 98, and I'm just really tapping that into my skin. And then I'm just going to, of course, do my typical nose highlight. And just blend it out like so. Alright, now that our face is all done, actually I lied, our face is not done. We can never forget to do our double chin. And then to finish up the eyes, I'm just going to take my Morphe M408 brush and then dip into the shade Dystropian again, which is that brown shade. And I'm going to press that color. Let's zoom in again a little bit. I'm going to press that color right underneath the eyes. And then I am going to go in with the Luxie 249 brush, but I'm going to go in on the other side, more of the fluffier side, and I'm just going to, and it's totally clean, I'm just going to buff that under eye out. And then I'm going to go back in with that cake pencil from KVD and do my waterline. And then I'm gonna go back in with that M508 brush that I smudged the black with, and just smudge that liner on the bottom of my lashes now. But I'm not adding any extra product onto the brush, just the leftover that was there from previously. And you want to make sure that you're connecting the bottom with the top and flicking that out. And then I'm going to go in back with that tiny little liner brush, and I'm going to just define that inner corner again. And then I'm going to take this detailer brush from the Makeup My Mario and Sephora collection, and I'm going to go back in with the highlight shade here and highlight that inner corner, and again going back in with that tiny little liner, and I'm just defining that inner corner again. And then I'm just taking it into the bottom just a little bit. So now I'm just going to pop on my lashes real quick. The lashes that I'm using today are the Lily lashes in the style Paris, and I'm just going to do it off camera because it's just more easier and quicker. And then I coated my top and bottom lashes with my Marc Jacobs mascara. Now for the lips, I'm just going to go in with my MAC lip pencil in the shade Cork, and we can zoom out a little bit. And I'm just going to So unfortunately my camera died before I was able to show you how I do my lips, but for the lip color that I used today, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Crush. It's this very pretty like pinky shade, as you can see on my lips, and I just overdrew my lips with the Cork MAC lip liner, and I put it like into my lip as you saw, and then I put the liquid lipstick over it and then used my fingers and just blended it into the lip liner like so, and then just went back over with that Cork lip liner just to blend it in even more. And last but not least, since you know we're getting all glammed up for you know, night out, I mean not me, I'm good, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so after this video I'm just gonna be washing my face off, but theoretically this would be for a glam, going out, turning up, like birthday party. You can do this for a wedding, sweet 16, whatever you want to do. But we always have to make sure we lock everything in so that it stays on our face all night, and for that I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. So that's everything for today's video, guys. Leave a lipstick emoji down below in the comments if you guys enjoyed it and watched the video all the way through. Please guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate all the love and support that I get from you guys, and hit that notification button down below so you don't miss any of my uploads, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.